This is vlog episode number 4 of my sister and my brother-in-law house construction here in the Philippines. And yes, hello Silingan, Kapitbahay Neighborhood. I am back. Oh, naghihintay. And yes, mga Silingan Kapitbahay Neighborhood, yan, nasa may second floor ako. These steel decks are gonna be like our permanent flooring na din. And mag-metal matting din sila. Then bubuhusan ng semento. So yeah, these steel deck are like gonna support the concrete, the slab. Para yun, before namin siya i-continue ng walling. And also, isasabay din namin sa pagbubuhos yung mga floor beams. Yes, ayan o. And ipapakita ko din sa inyo yung mga procedures kung paano nila kinabit yung steel deck. On our previous vlog, yes, you have seen this already. Yung time na binuhusan nila ng concrete yung header ng bahay. Yan. Actually, kailangan talaga merong header, yung stall, and yung garage kasi yun yung paglalagyan ng floor beam. This time, gumagawa si Oplan ng stirrups because gagamitin nila dito sa part na ito. Ito yung floor beam sa buong bahay. And the guest room was the first area of the house na kinabitan ng floor beam. On this clip, this was part of the stall number 1 whereas they divided the stirrups so that it would be easier for them to attach the iron bars. And this one is the facade of the stalls. Ayan, sa may bandang kalsada na ito. And yung harapan na lang din ng stall number 1 ang kulang ng floor beam. On this part of the video kasi, we just want to highlight how they attach the floor beams so that you will have an idea how we constructed this type of procedure. So ayan, kasi nga yung floor beam is one of the most essential din. Kagaya din siya ng tie beam na kailangan talaga siyang maging matibay kasi it will support everything, especially dito sa my garage that will hold the 2 bedrooms. That is why they used 16mm type of iron bars. Yun talaga yung pinaka-standard niya na size nung bakal na dapat gamitin. And yes, after days of waiting, finally, the ordered phenolic boards have arrived. Ayan na siya. Kasi this one will be used for formworks. Ayan. Si Tatay Joji. Siya yung nagkukumpuni ng mga forms. He cuts them with specific measurements and then it will be given to Kuya Edgar kasi isa rin siya sa mga assistant ni Tatay Joji to make a formworks. And these formworks has different sizes because every side and every corner of the house has different measurements. That is why it needs to be accurate in terms of length and width na mga formworks na gagamitin para sa floor beams. On this part of the video, as the floor beams are properly placed and the formworks has been completed, ayan, they are going to attach now the formworks on each side and corner of the house. And on the area whereas they attach the floor beams. Lahat yan, like from sa comfort room, ayan, dyan sa gilid. Ito, loob na ng CR to, ayan. And also then sa mga stalls, ayan, nakabitan na rin siya ng mga formworks. And during this moment, they were attaching some strip of wood, which is the 2x2 because, yeah, they're going to use it as a frame to support the steel deck. Yan. And they also attach it manually to make it sure that everything is intact and secured. And each frame has a distance of 82 by 102 centimeter equally. And this is how it looks like after completing the first half of the frames dito sa loob ng bahay mismo. And also, they made sure that everything is strong enough to hold the steel deck with concrete and iron bars. And finally, the material that we have been waiting for, has finally arrived. Yes, this is the steel deck. Yan yung in-order namin. And they are 34 pieces. Fresh and clean. Char. All the way from Bulacan. And yes, Tate Joji made sure that everything is accurate, especially on the measurement, because we ordered the item in specific and detailed numbers. Yan siya. And also, they added some strip woods and attached vertically so that pwede nilang patungan kapag magkakabit na sila ng steel deck. Yan. May tubig yan kasi umulan. And also, this is part of the video whereas they are about to attach the first steel deck. Yan. And of course, they have to help each other. Char. By the way, this steel deck that they are about to attach has the length of 308 centimeter. Ito yung bandang guest room. Yan. And after they put the steel deck, they have to make sure and adjust so that it would fit perfectly to the desired placement. And after placing the steel deck on its respective spot, it will then secured with nails to avoid the movement of the steel deck. And this is the part where they attach the steel deck sa upper part ng comfort room sa first floor. And after they attach the steel deck dito sa my guest room and sa may bandang comfort room, Kuya Opling then welded some areas of the steel deck to make sure that each steel deck are secured with one another, to make sure that there will be no leaking whenever the cement or the slab is being poured. Also, at the edge of the steel deck were also attached to the floor beam using a 10mm metal bar. After welding the specific areas of steel deck, it will then coated with a mixture of epoxy primer and lacquer thinner. And the main purpose of this is to avoid the spread of rust across the steel deck. And ayan, pahid-pahid lang. And iko-continue mo lang yung pagpapahid. And also, imagine mo lang na nagpapahid ka ng sauce sa barbecue. And the love and this is how it looks like kapag nasa baba ka na. Yan. Yan, sa may bandang CR. And also sa may guest room. By the way, yung mga kahoy na nakatayo, tatanggalin din yan siya dyan. Temporary lang naman yan. On this part of this video, it was Tate Joji given instruction to Kuya Edgar on how they gonna attach the landing of the stairs. Ayan, yan yung itsura. Yung kadugtong nung hagdanan. So, this is the result. Ayan. Also here, they have already attached the steel deck on the hallway of the second floor. Ayan siya. And also, Kuya Opling cutted some strip woods. Yan, ganyan yung mga sizes. Because it will then place to this area, yan, sa mga vacant spaces ng steel deck para gawin siyang panakip. Yan, panakip butas, parang ikaw. Char! And this is part of the garage where they attach the formworks. Ayan. Then, after nyan, ikakabit din nila yung mga studs eventually. Yan o, nag-uumpisa na sila. Ito yung magsusupport para dun sa steel deck. Yan. O, di ba? Nakakapagod mag-voice over Mars. And by the way, this frame has also the same measurement and distances with the previous one. Doon sa may foyer, sa comfort room, and sa may guest room banda. And yes, almost done na rin yung frames here sa my garage number 1, and they are about to attach the steel deck. Ayan. After this clip, yun na yung next. And this is how it looks like kapag ikakabit na yung mga kahoy vertically to make sure that they have the support kapag aapak sila dun sa steel deck. Yan. After ma-attach ng isang steel deck, it will be then followed by another one. Yan. After that, isi-secure na ni Kuya Opling using a welding machine. Pero after niya, ma-lock yung dalawa. Yan. Meron kasing dulo niya na kailangan i-lock. Yan siya. Yan. While Kuya Opling is finalizing the placement of steel deck here at the garage number 1, the other workers are also attaching the frames at the same time. Yan. On this part, they are measuring the distances of this garage kasi nga ilalagay nila dyan yung akma din na size ng steel deck. Yan. And after they identify the measurement, ayan, ikakabit na din nila yung steel deck. And here, kung makikita nyo, merong bawas yung steel deck na yan. Kasi nga, pinutulan siya ni Kuya Opling. Kasi, even 0.5, inaayos nila yan to make sure that everything is accurate and well attached. And ganyan sila kalinis magtrabaho. Even a single 0.5. Char. Kunin nyo na po yan si Kuya Opling, mura lang siya. And sa part ng video na to, yan, they continued working attaching some frames and formworks sa my garage number 1 while Kuya Opling is busy attaching the steel deck dun naman sa kabilang part ng garage dun sa my number 2. Yan, nagkakabit na sila ng mga frames. And ito na yung output ng ginagawa nilang frame. Ayan. It will then subjected into attaching with the steel deck na rin. And ayan, iaabot na rin nila yung steel deck kang Kuya Opling. And ayan, kakabit nila yan hanggang sa dulo. Ayan. And also si Kuya Opling, isi-secure niya yan with nails. Sisiguraduhin niya. Ayan. Nagmamadali kami dyan kasi gagamitin namin yan sa New Year para meron kaming bubong. Kasi balak talaga namin dyan mag New Year kahit hindi pa tapos yung bahay. Ganyan kami ka-excited. And this is the last area of the garage. Nakakabitan ng frame and formworks. By the way, in terms of attaching this kind of formworks, hindi siya basta-basta. Lalo na kung sa taas kasi you have to make sure that you are balanced. Kasi nga nakatayo ka lang dun sa scaffolding. And dito, meron silang pinapasok dyan na alambre because the tie wires is gonna hold the formworks between the floor beam. Ayan. And also, they attach some supporters. Ayan, yung mga strip woods para hindi rin siya lumaylay. And also, they have to attach these formworks first para merong kakapitan yung mga strip wood na 2x2 as a frame. Yan siya. Yan. Ilang beses kong sinasabi yung yan. O yan. Yan. Oh, nako. And ayan naman si Kia Opling, naalala niya yung pamilya niya sa Pilipinas. Habang buhay, ako sa'yo'y maghihintay. And finally, dumating din yung mga kasama ni Kia Opling. Yan, na matagal niya nang hinihintay. And they are now attaching the steel deck here at the garage number 2, securing it with nails. Ayan. Very good. And on this part, ayan, they're gonna attach the second to the last steel deck dito sa may garage number 2 pa din. Ayan, and after that, they're going to place it properly and yeah, followed by securing it with nails to make sure that it's not gonna move. Ayan o. Oh, tinan mo, mali pa yan. Tinan mo. And finally, the last piece to be attached. Ayan. And last voiceover ko na to sa video na to. And yeah, but before that, Kuya Opling is gonna weld it to make it sure that it will be fit perfectly doon. And it will be then coated with Kuya Edgar, yung mga na-weld na, to make it sure that the rust will not spread. Ayan. Make sure din ni Kuya Opling na sealed talaga and connected siya dun sa floor beam. Yan. And also yung bawat sulok na pinutulan, kailangan din i-coat siya nung epoxy primer with lacquer thinner. Yan. To make it sure talaga na wala talagang kakalat na mga kalawang. And also Kuya Opling, tinatapos din niya yung bawat section and edge ng steel deck. Yan. And finally, this is the final output after attaching the steel decks. Ayan, yung nakikita yung butasan yung sa hagdanan. And ito naman sa kabila is gonna be another room. And this is where I'm standing at, is the master's bedroom. Tapos, ayan, hallway yan. Yan, yung nakikita nyo hallway. And then, doon naman sa kabila, there will be a little like yung comfort room. Katabi niya yung isa namang bedroom, yung kabila. And ito namang isang slot na ito is another bedroom naman. Kasi nga, yun sa layout is like 4 bedroom. And this one, yan yung, dyan yung kusina, living room, and yung dining area. Yan, dito. Tapos, yan, ang haba, ang tagal lang. Dyan, terrace, yan. Dyan. So, yeah. That's it. And hope you enjoy watching this video. And yeah, nag-over sa Siki Opling. Dahan-dahan pa siya. Isa mo dyan. So, yeah. And ito yung pinakalabas ng bahay. Ayan. Yung dalawang daanan dyan is gonna be the garage of the house. And this is how it looks like if you are underneath. Ayan. Doon sa may steel deck sa garage. And ito yung sa may foyer section. Tapos yung next niya is yung sa comfort room. Yan yung itsura niya. Yan. And dito naman sa my bedroom, sa guest room. Tapos yun, ang pagbubuhos dito, we will be using a boom. Yung tractor talaga na magbubuhos ng semento. And if you guys are wondering, yes, yung steel deck na yan, lalagyan pa siya ng kisame. And yan yung gustong design ni Ate Bing. Plain lang and flat yung paglalagyan ng ilaw. And mas prefer kasi ni Ate Bing and ni brother-in-law yung simple design lang. Ganyan. And yes, mga Silingan Kapitbahay Neighborhood, that includes our vlog episode number 4 that talks about the procedures on how they attach the steel deck here sa pinapagawang bahay ng ate ko and my brother-in-law. And yes, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click the like and subscribe so that you will see me on my next video. Bye!